morning, evening, and or possibly night, you sexy fucks. Swear here again today. This is gonna be the 4th episode in the Vampire Masquerade single player campaign Let's Play series. Now, you gotta choose one of these to do. So, I'll do this. Trying to figure out how to spend these shits. Probably not that important.
Nice badge.
Keep an eye on the elevator. I'm gonna go wait for forensics.
Okay. Let me know when they get here.
Excuse me.
Message from the sheriff. Prince asked more for 5 reports. If I can't bring back their author, I must bring back the reports at least. I'll know them when I see them. That's not a good sign. Special Agent Smith.
The FBI! Finally, some backup. Lieutenant's expecting you. Straight ahead. Watch out for the bloodstains. Forensics hasn't been through here yet.
Got it. The victim lost a lot of blood.
Yeah, I'm still looking.
Oh, shit. Took his whole base.
Lieutenant Anderson, I'm in charge of the investigation.
Special Agent Smith, FBI.
Really? Smith. Is that some kind of joke?
No, why?
Let it go. Never mind. I'll give you the DL. We got a call from the caretaker around 2:15. He told us that one of his residents was brought in with an injury carried by his bodyguards. We sent a squad car that got here around 2:45.
Is the caretaker still here?
He's in the living room. But I don't think you'll be able to get anything useful out of him. Poor guy's in shock.
Who was the first person on the scene?
That would be Baker. He's somewhere around here. It shouldn't be hard to find him.
Okay, then what?
When they stepped inside, the guys came face to face with that.
Do we know who the victim is?
Yeah, he had his ID on him. It's the owner, a guy named Jason Moore. I don't know who this guy pissed off, but things didn't work out too well for him.
Did you secure all the exits and entrances to the building?
Yes, we've got men on the ground floor and in the parking garage.
How do you get to the parking garage?
You'll have to ask the caretaker. He's the one who took my men down there.
Do we know if he had a family?
Yeah, a wife and an 8-year-old daughter. The wife, Lydia Moore, 34 years old, architect, dual citizen of Costa Rica and the US, no criminal record. Yeah, we're trying to get a hold of her. The daughter, June. We've looked and she's not here either.
What have you got on Moore?
He was an asset manager. But if you ask me, he was involved in some shady stuff that we're sure to find out about. It's not every day that an accountant gets his head chopped off.
Where are the bodyguards?
We haven't found anyone yet.
Go on.
We're still looking for the head. We're waiting on forensics for everything else, but they're busy with another case.
What case?
You haven't heard? At one international place. They say it was a real bloodbath. So, you're here to take over the case?
No. I'm working on something else. Moore's name popped up in one of our investigations, but I can't talk about it.
Okay, I'll let my team know. Agent Smith from the FBI is here. We're still in charge of the investigation, so please
This sort of
cooperate with
formal
him.
decor might impress Boston high society, but not me.
Oh. What else?
Where in God's name is forensics?
Sorry, I'm busy.
Huh. Looking at the aquarium?
The blow came from behind. The flesh is burnt around the bullet hole, over a wide area. He was shot at point-blank range, no doubt about it. A signet ring with a beaver on it. Moore went to MIT. There's a retainer here somewhere. Moore's driver's license. One of the weapons is missing. The apartment has changed since my last visit.
Damn. Just a nice.
You'll need to ask the concierge how to get to the parking garage. He's the one who sent my colleagues down.
Ugh, what a stench. Are you all right?
Yeah, just a little faint.
I was expecting it, but then... give me a minute, and I'll head back.
The sight of blood. We've all been there, haven't we?
No, there are bloody prints on these bags. When I knew him, He took better care of himself. What's going on with him? Oh, there are bloodstains on the garbage chute.
Toss some parts down there.
The dinner of a mortal who's at the end of their rope.
Did you find anything?
Still looking.
Lydia's life seems to revolve around June and her home in Costa Rica, with Jason often absent.
Why is the FBI interested in more?
His name came up in several financial investigations we're working on. I have to question him.
He's still freaked out. I don't think it's the right time.
Mr. Adams,
No. This can't be happening. What a nightmare. So much blood.
I've got a few questions.
I tried to help him. I told him we should call 911. I told him.
Sir, listen to me. It's all right. Calm down. You're safe and you did the right thing.
I did the right thing.
I need you to answer a few questions for me.
Yes, of course. What do you want to know?
Did you know Mr. Moore well?
We weren't friends, if that's what you're asking. But we got to know each other. With time. He was a creature of habit. Since he worked late, he would often ask me for things at night. Newspaper, batteries, ice. I think he asked me for just about everything. I prided myself on always being able to get what he needed, no matter what time it was. You'd have thought he pretty much lived after dark.
Like his clients. Did Mr. Moore have many visitors?
For a man with his status, it was nothing surprising. But, well...
Yes?
His visitors mostly came in the middle of the night. I must admit, that's a little unusual.
That's what working for us is like.
He told me he had a lot of foreign clients, and he had to juggle different time zones. That's what working from home is like. He had colleagues over for late-night meetings, too. But since little June was born, not as many people came around.
That was wise. Did he have any enemies that you were aware of?
No. He was a very respectable man. No bad company or anything.
Except for us. Without any disrespect to the deceased, were you aware of any extramarital affairs he may have had?
Mr. Moore was a good man. He would never have disrespected his wife, or even contemplated it, I'm sure.
She could have been okay with it. There were no young women coming and going.
That's a very inappropriate question. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Do you know his wife?
Mrs. Moore is a model resident. She always has something nice to say to the staff. And is the first to welcome new neighbors, too. A true lady.
Do you know where she is?
Mr. Moore told me she'd gone to their home in Costa Rica. She goes there pretty often. She's an architect, and she likes to work in her home country. She has family there.
Do you think anyone could have been so angry with her that they could have taken it out on her husband?
Oh, no. I don't think so. It's true that lots of people could have been jealous of her. but not to that point.
Do you think she could have been having an affair?
I refuse to speak ill of Mrs. Moore. I will not dignify that question with a response.
I imagine the girl left with her mother.
Not at all. It was the start of the school year, and Mrs. Moore left 2 weeks ago. I haven't seen her since Monday, when Mr. Moore took her to school on the first day. She must be staying with a friend. Poor little thing. Thank heaven she wasn't here.
Do you know his bodyguards?
Yeah, there's Jack, James, and Wu. But you won't hear me singing their praises.
Why not?
Oh, they're good at strutting around and acting tough when everything is going well. But where were they tonight? Can you tell me that? That was their job, right? They were paid to protect him.
What do you mean by acting tough?
More than once I overheard them talking to Mr. Moore, like they were his boss. The world upside down.
They worked for us, just like your dear Mr. Moore.
I hope they won't find another job anytime soon.
Tell me about the evening again, please. What happened tonight?
Mr. Moore left with his 3 bodyguards earlier in the evening. One of them got in the car, and Mr. Moore came down around midnight.
And then?
They came back around 2 a.m. Mr. Moore was limping. He was leaning on one of his bodyguards, and he was bleeding.
Was he injured?
I told him I could call an ambulance or a doctor, but he didn't answer. I went closer to insist, but Wu told me they were in control of the situation, that it was no big deal. They went upstairs, and I saw drops of blood in front of the elevator. I told myself they were being unreasonable. What did those 2 goons know about it? So I called Mr. Moore on the internal line several times.
Did he pick up?
Not once. So I went upstairs and rang the doorbell, but nobody answered. So I went back down to the front desk and I called you.
The lieutenant told me there was an access to the basement.
Yes, using the service elevator through the kitchen. You need a magnetic pass to use it. I gave the spare to your colleagues who wanted to go down there. I still have the original. Do you want it?
Please. Thank you for your statement.
You have to find out who did this, officer. Justice needs to be done for him. And for his family.
And we need to find out who's messing with us. That's what we're here for. You can count on us. Stick around in case we have more questions. I've just got one more question.
Yes. What do you want to know?
I think we're done here. Thank you.
Hit the paper in the back, whatever.
Somebody slept here. What a mess. Nobody's done the cleaning in ages. Jason, Lydia, and June. A little family all together. And in large format.
What?
A real jungle in the heart of Boston.
That's dope.
Peace.
It's got a habitat room.
God, did I warn you? We destroy all that we touch.
What else in here?
They wanted to bring a little vacation back home. That must remind him of Costa Rica. It's a whole way of life there. Slow down and enjoy things, in contrast to Jason's life.
Oh. The hell am I? Shit in yeah. See.
Huh. You managed to calm him down. I thought that would be impossible.
Yes, and he was able to answer a few questions.
Huh. You managed to calm him down.
Oh,
I thought that would be impossible.
Yes, and he was able to answer a few questions. Somebody slept here.
go up here.
I've never been in this part of the apartment before. Beryl, will you ever change? I understand better now. The prince asked more for a complete report on the members of the Primogen. Bottle of disinfectant, obviously handled by someone who was bleeding.
Well,
A cell phone. Locked, of course.
think
Poems in Lydia's mother tongue.
there now. Go on this side. Possibly. Oh. What?
The ghoul who was searching here was looking for something specific. Ugh, what a mess.
Walk over to the left there more.
What are you playing at?
Oh, I beg your pardon?
Don't mess with me. Who are you?
Calm down, Mr. Bizzory. I meant no disrespect. I work for the council.
Why would the council have sent her without warning me?
Most of the time, they send me to clean up.
Are you behind this?
No, I got here after it happened.
What's that file you've got?
Oh, an account file. Have it. Here you go.
Okay. Let's see how much she knows. All right. What have you found?
Oh, I'm a little embarrassed. I'm not really allowed to talk about my missions.
I don't have time for this. Give me what you have.
What I've got. Of course, sir. Here. That's everything.
You made the right choice. Tell me exactly
Just
what
goes vampire mode.
I got a message at 2:20 telling me to go to this address. I was
That's
supposed
awesome.
to pick up more and some financial documents. After that,
I wish there was more
supposed to
killing
wait
in this
for further
game, though.
instructions.
Like, just for no reason.
Read the message you received.
Target, Jason Moore. Address, 200 Clarendon Street, top floor. Exfiltrate target if possible. Otherwise, final elimination. Destroy Katapata's files. Complete mission for further instructions.
If I had gotten to Moore before you did,
I would have had to take him out.
well, you could have tried. Well,
I hope I'm not going to have any trouble.
do what you have to do. I'll talk to the prince about it later.
Very well, Mr. Bizzory.
This is where I met Moore for the first time. Human logic is beyond me. What's the point in doing that? Deeds, stock portfolios. Moore doesn't just manage the Camaria's business. A Boston manufacturer's files. Portfolios of old shares. Dijon, are you making plans in case things go south? Or are you planning to leave us? An auction. Acquisition of Lot 87. Dijon Siaka. A trumpet belonging to Don Ellis.
Son of a bitch wasn't messing around. Have you seen all that cash?
Portfolios of old shares. Portfolios of old shares. A Boston manufacturer's files.
What's up here? Nothing.
Officer Baker, can I help you?
Were you the first person to arrive at the scene of the crime?
Yes, sir. My partner and I were the first to get here.
Just tell me about it.
We got the call around 2:20. The caretaker had called because a resident was injured. It took us about 20 minutes to get here, The poor guy was in a panic. He told us he'd seen one of the tenants, Jason Moore, enter the building, and he looked hurt. He was being held up by his 2 bodyguards, and he was bleeding a lot.
Did he see the wound?
Yeah, he said the victim was holding his right hip. So I went upstairs with the caretaker. We saw blood in the elevator and on the landing. I rang the doorbell, but nobody answered, so the caretaker opened the door. I identified myself. There were traces of blood leading down the hall away from the entrance, and just after that, I found the decapitated body.
Did your partner come with you?
No, he stayed in the foyer to secure the entrance to the building.
Did you touch the body?
No. There was nothing I could do to help him, so I secured the scene. I put my gloves on to take his ID out of his jacket pocket so we could identify him. Then I called it in.
Where was the caretaker during that time?
I told him not to come inside, but he followed me. When he saw the corpse, he was really shaken. He wouldn't let go of me.
Then what did you do?
I called for backup. They told me that forensics would get here as soon as they could. They were out at another case. That was their top priority.
After that?
I secured the entrance to the apartment.
Were you able to find the bodyguards?
No, there was nobody here. But they must be somewhere. We're looking. After that, I searched the ground floor. There was nobody around. But from the looks of things, somebody searched the apartment. When Sergeant Lehane got here, she took care of upstairs. It's a good thing, too, because it took everyone else another 15 minutes to get here. She didn't find anyone there.
So there's no sign of the family then?
Nothing. The place is empty.
If you remember anything else, let me know.
Of course.
It was my greatest pleasure before. Now everything tastes like ashes. A souvenir from the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. Nice collection. Working for us has its advantages. Lydia and June at the beach. A safe. Now we just have to find the code.
Where the code at?
Lydia and June at the beach.
I'd rather not know how much that's worth.
Portfolios of old shares. A Boston manufacturer's files. Deeds. Stock portfolios. Moore doesn't just manage the Camarilla's business. The mayor's deeds.
Where
Ugh, what a mess.
is the damn Pope?
I'm still looking.
Oh, this place.
Fine vintages imported from Europe.
Hmm.
Moore knew how to treat his guests.
The hell,
There
man.
are bloody prints on these bags. When I knew him, he took better care of himself. What's going on with him?
Sorry, Smith. A little busy here.
Looks like Lydia's planner.
The hell is one fine thief? Bruh. Man. I don't even know where.
Did you find anything?
Bro. I don't remember where that safe was.
A drafting table. That must be Lydia's desk.
Take the phone.
June in Costa Rica.
Sounds nice.
My sire always said that at a prince's court, like in a game of chess, you must know when to sacrifice your pawns.
finish here and I'm on my way.
World. It. Bruh.
Interesting.
I actually have to sit there and decode that.
You must be Smith.
Yes.
Rickman.
Have you found anything?
Not yet. This is the girl's room. There's no sign of her. I guess that's a good thing.
I'm going to take a look around. Let me know if you find anything.
Okay, Smith.
Gotta-
A bathroom with a shower and a tub. June's father spoils her. June's whole life in pictures. June celebrating her 4th birthday. Jason and June, probably on a beach in Costa Rica. June dressed up for Halloween. The diary of an 8-year-old girl, June, Jason's daughter.
Alright, let's see. How?
Poor kid.
Oh, bruh. What do you even... Oh. Tyler is in love with you. Oh. I'm just slow. That's good, I guess. I actually fuck with Tyler. He lives just down the street.
Did you inherit your mother's artistic...
It's been a while, Tyler. We should chill. Somehow. See this.
My sire always said that at a prince's court, like in a game of chess, you must know when to sacrifice.
I click on this again. I'm gonna end this episode here because it's getting long. Gonna conclude the 4th episode. But if you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, follow, and subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you in the 5th episode. But as always, peace out. Thanks for watching. I love you. Zoom!